So I don't know if it's this retrograde that's making me just like go down memory lane. That's all I've been doing for the last couple of days. It's just recalling like old memories, right? So I remember when I was a teenager, it was like right before I was getting ready to start high school. So I had wanted to like jumpstart learning Spanish just so I can kind of like skip those electives and like those required electives and for like taking a foreign language and do something else, right? And so, or just be like, at least be like somewhat fluent in it so I wasn't like, whatever. But so I had a friend named Lewis, and he used to teach me like little Spanish words here and there. But then he was telling me like he was like, "Oh, you want to learn some slang in Spanish?" I was like, "Yeah, like something that ain't like really in a like a proper like term, stuff like that." And I was like, "Yeah, teach me some." And so he was like, "All right." He was like, he said, he said, "I'm gonna tell you how to say." Like he's like it's like a greeting to like say what's up instead of just saying like que paso and like da 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 da. And he was like, he said when you go greet somebody in Spanish, he was like just say cojemi, and it was like another term for what's up. So I'm like, cojemi. He's like, yeah, cojemi. So I locked this word in the vault. Now I didn't get to use it in high school, so I tried it when I was working at Home Depot at the warehouse, and it was like different mixture of people there, or whatever. So I befriended some people, and I had a one lady. I love her dearly, even though she's a coworker. She didn't speak a bit of English, and I didn't really understand what she was saying. So every day we would go to lunch, we would just sit in silence, and she used to make these homemade tortillas every day. She used to like have like a big stack of them, and she would just sit there and we would just eat bread and watch TV. Well, I wasn't really watching it, but that was my homie. I miss her. But anyways, I didn't say it to her. Phil had like another friend there. Her name was Anna. So like we just talking, and then like I also had some words in Spanish. And I'm like, I'm not like fluent. I know some stuff. Like, I know somebody trying to be funny. Like, I know certain cues, like in the words, like da 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 da. But I'm like, as far as like, general conversation, I can hold a general conversation. And so she had said something. So I was just like, whatever, boom. So like later on at work, like it was like a few days or a few weeks later, I came to work and I was like, I'm gonna remember, I remember what Lewis had told me. So I was like, I'm just gonna say Kohemi, like, see if she'll teach me some more Spanish and da da da. So I say this to her and she stops and she looked at me, she said, "What?" And I said it again. So then it was another dude, I forget his name, he was standing right there too. He was Spanish speaking as well. And he said, "Do you know what you just said?" I'm like, "Didn't I just say, like, what's up?" He's like, "No." He's like, "First of all, why do you say it so proper?" Because I used to say it like, "Go hey me. Go hey me." And he said, "First of all, why are you saying it so proper?" He's like, "I've never heard that it said like that." And he was like, "Second of all," he said, "Do you know that you're saying F me?" And I said, "What?" He said, "You're telling me that you want me to F you." And I said, "What?" And I was just like, wait till, like, if I ever come across Lewis, can't even get his name out. If I ever come across him again, oh yeah, it's gonna be some problems. Because I'm like, for years, I memorized this phrase. And you gonna tell me that was like a greeting to say what's up? He set me up a failure. and then, and then my buddy at the time, he was like, yeah, next time you talk to that dude, just tell him chupa mi huevos. And I said, well, what does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I should learn textbook Spanish first. I'm like, y'all be playing too many games. He's like, no, he'll understand. He's like, just tell him chupa mi huevos. And then my best friend at the time, she ended up telling me because, she speaks Spanish too. And so she told me, like, what that meant. Oh my gosh, I laughed so dang on hard. I don't know what just made me think about that, but he set me up telling me to go say Kohami to people. Kohami, ayora.